This is a pride of African lions. A family of 20 fully grown lions. A family of 20 hungry stomachs. And none of them have a job. They spend all day seriously thinking about food, and still aren't sure whether they'll eat or go hungry tonight. The strong lionesses are the most skilled hunters of the pride. The young lions are eager to join the hunt. They learn enthusiastically, taking every opportunity to practice their hunting skills. The 3 male lions are different. They take on a more symbolic role. Standing still, walking slowly, trying to look intimidating, even though they look a bit ridiculous. They are in fact the leaders of the pride. These terrifying predators are the most powerful force in this land. They dominate the Golden Territory, at the heart of the Luangwa River Valley, a land that looks fertile at first glance. But only after living here do you realize, food doesn't come easily. This is a land of interwoven grasslands and forests, home to many species of animals that lions love to hunt. The mighty Luangwa River is the lifeline of all creatures here. The pride's territory stretches over 14 square kilometers, but that doesn't mean they own the land legally. It simply means this is the area where they can roam freely. It is currently August. 3 months have passed since the last rainfall. And it will be another 2 months before the next one. At this time every year, herbivores have no choice but to gather around large water holes. Thanks to their riverside location, the lions have an extremely advantageous lookout point. They can watch from above, walking piles of protein. But there are also herbivores here, so dangerous that lions prefer to avoid them. The African buffalo. Yet it is also a target that makes the lions both crave and fear. A fully grown buffalo weighs nearly 1 ton, enough meat to feed the pride for 3 days. These 1-ton beasts are killers of lions. Their hooves can crush attackers into the mud. Buffalo are not antelope. They don't run when danger appears, and they don't accept fate quietly. Their 5-centimeter thick skin is like armor. It takes an entire pride to bring one down. This is a real buffalo, not some weak, reckless youngster. Successfully hunting a buffalo is never easy. Bringing down an adult buffalo usually requires the strength of male lions, while lionesses mainly hunt smaller prey. Statistics show only about 1/3 of hunts end in a meal. The other 2/3 end even hungrier than before, than when they started. They are masters of stealth and surprise attacks. The pride has only one strategy. If it can't be forced, give up. This mixed terrain is full of perfect hiding spots, allowing the pride to ambush at close range. The prey's only hope is to run. But like other carnivores, lions are not only ambush masters, they are also experts at choosing the perfect moment. But when night falls, their superior night vision gives them the advantage. At last, the moment of glory arrives. A short-sighted antelope is taken down by the pride, despite their killer skills. Only 1/3 of chases end in a successful hunt. They expend enormous effort for just a meager meal. One antelope is not enough for 20 hungry stomachs. By the next afternoon, the pride is hungry again. But this time, the menu has changed. They set their sights on Pigsy's livestock. If the two senior brothers found out, they'd be furious. But the lion's clumsiness lets the warthog escape. Looks like the whole pride will be starving again today. But as the evening temperature drops, the menu changes again. Beef from a lone male buffalo. Just one bull buffalo could feed the family for an entire week of hunger. They begin planning the hunt. No words needed. They communicate purely through instinct. The lionesses spread out to find optimal positions. Their coordination is smooth and precise. Each knows her role in the hunt. Their teamwork is flawless, because poor performance gets you fired immediately. They manage to isolate a bull buffalo, but it's still too early to celebrate, because this male buffalo is fully ready for battle. One moment of carelessness, and aside from being huge and dark-skinned, the buffalo is also a highly skilled surgeon. One wrong move and you'll get gutted. The pride switches to the focused fire strategy, surrounding it from all sides. Each member tries to take a bite, but this Toro has bought thorn armor. The buffalo's thick hide nullifies attacks from behind. Rear entry attacks appear ineffective. As long as the buffalo stands firm, this 1-ton muscle mass is nearly invincible. Without a heavyweight lion, the lionesses lack the mass to bring it down. Truly the tankiest support on the map. High defense and high mobility. Have you ever heard the phrase, running like a horny wild buffalo, watching his wives get bullied by a black Toro? The king can no longer stand by. The male lion spice appears, but it's too late. The buffalo has retreated into a muddy pond. Even the king of the jungle has to concede here. Lions know how to fight, not how to swim. One crocodile encounter down there, and the king would fall. Stuck in the mud, the lions cannot reach the buffalo. Eventually, the pride is forced to abandon the futile effort. The starving lions search for other prey. By morning, the buffalo is long gone. On the lionesses' bodies, the wounds from the violent clash remain. In the days that follow, successful hunts become increasingly rare. The pride's hunger grows more severe. Seeing those Toros wandering around makes the lions' stomachs churn violently. Their minds now filled with thoughts of dried buffalo meat. But this buffalo is not alone. A massive buffalo herd, nearly 500 strong, is entering the lion's territory. This is a land full of danger, ruled by predators notorious for killing buffalo, yet rich in grass and water like a lion's domain. The herd has no choice but to accept the risk. This is a huge opportunity for the lion pride. After a long period of tightening their belts, they're so hungry their blood sugar has dropped. Leading the way are the scouts. Massive, powerful bull buffaloes rule the herd. The entire herd puts absolute trust in them. Basically one bull carrying the whole team. This strategy helps the herd maintain formation while crossing the wilderness. Buffalo have a much larger home range than lions. It can reach up to 640 square kilometers. Big family, massive food expenses, especially in summer when vegetation dries up. They move within their territory, following winding routes, constantly searching for fresh grazing land, and rarely venture more than 19 kilometers from water, because their thirst tolerance is terrible. Buffalo passing through the mamba lion's territory is always brief and unpredictable, so the window to attack is very limited. When they move with calves, the vulnerable females retreat toward the center of the herd. They're shielded by adult buffalo, thick, muscular veterans. Newborn calves weigh only about 40 kilograms, just a tiny fraction of their parents' size. Their horns are still nothing more than small bumps. For the starving mamba lion pride, if they can isolate a lost calf, it would be a much easier target. If antelope or warthog saw lions, they'd be long gone already. But the buffalo stand their ground, tightening the circle around the calves and flipping the fight. When they're united as a full herd, even lions turn into Hello Kitty. Any predator that comes too close risks getting surgically dismantled by the Toros. In a full-on group beating, the lions know very well not to engage head-on. Once again, the buffalo claim victory. Unity protects the next generation, while also shielding adult buffalo that wouldn't survive alone. Lions and buffalo are longtime rivals. Several times each month, they cross paths again, along the same familiar trails. Both sides are living witnesses of past battles. Their shortened tails are scars left by previous encounters. But this knowledge goes both ways. Lions know exactly what it takes to bring down a buffalo. They must choose the right timing and terrain to tilt the balance in their favor. The herd stays in this territory for only 2 to 3 days. Then they move on. There's not much time to hesitate. The lion's best option is to tail the herd. searching for cracks in their defense system. On the second day in lion territory, the buffalo attract even more predatory eyes. Leopards are opportunists that eat almost anything, from mice to antelope. All it takes is one mistake, and this big cat can take down a buffalo calf. But that's only in ideal conditions. In reality, the moment danger is sensed, the Toro squad instantly wards vision and calls teammates to gank.